Who do we have? Hey, Sango, how are you? And Heavenly Star. This is Yogi. Welcome, my friends. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to bring up my desktop. We're going to do what we normally do when we go live. I think I mentioned before. I know I mentioned before. I mention it every day. I do my breath work, just a couple breaths before I go live, which is called the 3-part breath, the full yogic breath, where you fill up the belly into your rib cage, letting the rib cage expand outwards all the way up into the clavicles. So then you release clavicles, rib cage, belly. 2, 3 breaths. Say a little prayer. My prayers aren't the traditional type of prayers. It is can it be open? Can it be honest? Can it be humble? And then I do that little Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which is the salutation for peace. So it's Om, the sound of creation itself, the sound of the universe, followed by peace, peace, peace. Shanti Shanti Shanti. And then it is fun to go about YouTube, see who's live. And we'll let you know who's live. Right now, our friend Thomas Tucap is live. So we're going to go in and say hi to him in a minute. Our friend Relaxing ASMR Colors Draw Fun. It's a long name, almost as long as just Yogi doing burpees in his basement, which is pretty long. He's live too. But let's pop in and say hi to Tucap. Tucap is Thomas Fahey. He is a longtime friend. He's doing 5 pumps. Five pumps, 5-pump burpee means that you do a burpee, you do 5 push-ups, and you jump back up. And you do it again. We're going to share him out. So how are you guys? Hey, Theme. Nice to see you. Hey, Theme, didn't you say you were going live this evening? Hockey game? Or am I mistaken? Giovanni says, deal. Italian.
That the unknown can be more frightening.
Welcome, my friend. Heavenly Star says hi to Theme Park. All right. Tonight at 6:30 p.m. hockey game. Awesome. If you get the opportunity, please drop a link. Let's see. Abdullah. Sorry, I apologize. What do you do in CSN? You do some pedicures? I don't know what that means. CSN. Central Nervous System? Or Crosby, Stills, and Nash? Funny that you say that. I was just listening to Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young singing with Mr. Tom Jones. Long time coming. Not for me. That's the name of the song. Hey, Skits. Auto Aviation, what's your favorite FI team? What is an FI team? F1 team. Sorry, what is an F1 team? Anjali says, "Hi, sir. I'm Anjali Singh from India. Welcome, my friend. Appreciate you being here." CR7 says, "Hey, bro. Hey, my friend. How are you?" Mir says, "Let's give a big thumbs up. All my friends. Thank you, Mir." Skit says, "Hey, brother Yogi. Hey, chat. How y'all doing? Hope you're all having the most wonderful day." Skits, what's new? Ewan says, "Is your favorite song? What is my favorite song?" Gotcha. That's a good question. I've been listening to music forever. So many. I could never pick a single Beatles song. Maybe if I had to. Across the Universe. Who doesn't love Across the Universe? Absolutely beautiful, beautiful song. As well, Van Morrison's Into the Mystic. If you guys ever listen to that, I got some personal issues with Van Morrison. We don't see eye to eye. I don't know him. I saw him in concert twice. But yeah, he's a bit, I don't know. I don't agree with a lot of his views, but he's a wonderful songwriter and he's got the most beautiful voice in the world. Into the Mystic. He also wrote a song, Into the Garden, where he takes words from J. Krishnamurti, the great spiritual leader. No guru, no teacher, no method, which was Krishnamurti's advice. Don't have a guru, don't have a teacher, don't have a method. Just be. You don't need anything. Reminds me of a great quote from, do you guys want to hear the essence of meditation? Probably not. I don't blame you. I'm going to read it anyway, though. This is from what might be considered an unlikely source. So, Franz Kafka. He wrote most famously Metamorphosis, about a man who woke up one morning and found himself a giant cockroach. It happens. It's happened to all of us at least once, right? And it dealt with his, basically, an allegory. If you change forms, are you still human? You know, that kind of stuff. Anyway, he wrote the most beautiful passage ever on meditation. How to meditate. Hey, Tandra. Remain sitting at your table and listen. Do not even listen. Simply wait. Be quite still and solitary. The world will freely offer itself to you to be unmasked. It has no choice. It will roll in ecstasy at your feet. How is that? The world will freely offer itself to you to be unmasked. It has no choice. It will roll in ecstasy at your feet. That's meditation. If you guys aren't meditating, here's a question. What are you asking for? What are you waiting for? We get a Sui. So 7 Anjuho Kiwa? Kwai? Let's get to, hey, poor man. Man, you put in some big work today with Jacob. Those pull-ups were brutal. You were popping up strong on the Navy SEALs, though, for sure. Skit says, Mira, we both vote high at the same time. Synchronistic. Skit says, hi, Mira, smile, brother. Skit says, I'm working on loads of music at the same time as well as writing a blog. Awesome. It's a good combination. It's unique. No one else on YouTube is going to do that, Skits. Hey, Odom. How you doing? Beak has mud butt. I'm sorry to hear that. And man, I remember 2 of my dogs getting mud butt on occasion. Not fun to clean up. Probably will not be fun for you to clean up. Let's see. Anjali says, sir, do you like Indian music? I do like Indian music. I'm a fan of Ravi Shankar. Abdullah says, Abdullah. Sorry, I will get it. Give this nice man likes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anjali is, I believe, speaking German, right? Or am I wrong? Mir says, question is, what's the question, Mir? Poor man says, brother Yogi man. Let's see. Abdullah says, what job you got? This is it. Right now, this is all I'm doing. I'm a live streamer. Man, that's not going to fit well on my resume, is it? When I eventually, maybe I won't have to. Eventually, I go out, get a new job. People say, so what was your last job? I sat in front of my phone and I talked for about an hour. Probably will not get me the job, will it? But hey, that's what I do. I teach meditation and breath work. I'm a good teacher. I'm a lousy businessman. I don't charge anyone anything. So if you want to learn meditation, if you want to learn breath work, send me a message. It's free. Tandra says, hey, Yogi, I do accept donations. Sangha says, he didn't wake up like that. What do you mean? Mir says, yep, because we have a relation. Who's the relation, Mir? Skid says, hey to poor man and to Tandra. Mr. Beast says, hello, Mr. Beast. I believe Mr. Beast is someone, right? I heard the name before. I can't quite know what he does. Poor man says, hey to Odom. Mir and Skits. Hey, Buddha, how are you? Nice work today, Buddha. And I appreciate you joining me on my workout live stream. Buddha says, hi, Yogi. Blessings, how you doing? I'm doing pretty well. Going by some of the, scrolling by some of the hellos just so I can catch up with you guys. Abdullah says, what's your name? My name is Eric. You can call me Eric. You can call me Yogi. Odom says, Buddha of Destiny, Namaste. Gives a wave. How you doing, Tandra? Mir says, now we try to check the watching. Abdullah says, okay, nice. Thank you. Theme says, smash the like button so it breaks. I appreciate that. Mir says, reaction to friendship, sir. Poor man says, as long as you're making some money at live streams, props to you. I appreciate that. I'm not. Well, you know what? If you guys are watching an ad on occasion, I make a few cents. Every once in a while, someone hits the super chat. That's always nice. Brings a smile to my face. Buys me a cup of coffee. Hey, Michael, how are you? Michael, I'm enjoying the paranormal stuff that you're putting out. I'm not sure what you mean, Mir, about the reaction to friendship. Abdullah says, God bless you, Eric. God bless you, my friend. I appreciate you saying that. Hey, Alice, Yogi, I'm at the party now. Enjoy the party, Alice. Skit says, so are the workout live streams a regular thing, Eric, brother? I think it might be a regular Friday. Every Friday. Friday is the long set for the kettlebell long cycle. So Mondays and Wednesdays, I do 5-minute sets at a faster pace. Fridays, I put it all together and try to do an 8 to 10-minute set. It was a lot of fun. So a lot of people showed up. I was surprised. I think I had like 40 people at one point. Michael says, I hope all is well with everyone. Just got back from doing a ghost investigation. Seeing all the items I purchased from an estate sale have attachments. Wow. Did you catch that on film? You gonna put out a video for that? Alice says, got to go. Enjoy the party. Michael has sub to theme parks. Thank you. Nice, guys. Abdullah says, I'm trying to do music. Can you help? Here's what I can do. I can connect to your channel. Are you going to be posting videos of your music? I can share you out. I can talk about you quite a bit. I'm not a musician myself. I just subscribe to you, my friend. However, we have some excellent musicians here. We have Skits. Skisosis is here. He is a wonderful musician. And then we have Ian Watts. He's a great musician. So for like advice, those guys can help. All I can do, I can talk you up. I can share you all over the place. And I can promote you on my channel. And I'm happy to. Skid says, Eric, when I become a millionaire, I'm going to give you 1 million. You know what? When you become a millionaire, fly to America, sit down and have a cup of coffee with me. Your treat. That would be cool. Poor man says, I didn't know you went live workout. Have to drop it next time. Yeah, since I've been doing the kettlebell long cycle, clean and jerk, I'm sort of once a week documenting my return to kettlebells. It's not going to be what I used to do. I used to regularly do 10-minute sets with the 32-kilogram kettlebells, both of them. I'm starting over. I'm only using 2 12 kilograms. I got modest goals. I'm not going to compete, but I'm going to set my own like competition days. Like the first one's going to be on my birthday. Well, maybe New Year's. But I have plans for my birthday in April. Hey, Ginger. Ginger says hello to everyone. Michael says, yeah, I was using a LED motion activated light that only goes off when I am 1 inch in front of it or physically touch it. And one of them went off, and I also caught a scent of an old lady perfume. Wow. Hey, does that stuff freak you out? Does it make you a little jittery? You know, our good friend C. Payton, Kathy Payton, she does similar stuff. Tandra says, good to see you. It was fun seeing you live stream again, Tandra. I was in and out for a bit. I mentioned before my rule of live stream is when a friend live streams, they are up for as long as they're live streaming, no matter what I'm doing, even if I'm busy, I keep them up. That way I can dive in the conversation whenever I get a moment. And it's like hanging out with a friend. Tell you what, it's a great stress relief. When you've become comfortable with someone's voice and you really like them, you just take a moment. You take a Tandra break. You know what I mean? You're busy, you're doing stuff, all kinds of stuff. Take a break. Listen to Tandra. Take a break. Listen to Daisy. Take a break. Listen to Love Our Toy Pops. Any of them. People that you really like. Just bring you this nice sense of at ease because you know you're with a friend. Theme says sub to Michael B. Nice theme. Let's see. Willow says, you need to wait. Let's see. Ginger says, that TP, how's it? Foreman says, might do some kettlebell thrusters later. Man, that workout wasn't enough for you? I hear Leo is feeling slightly injured. I hope he makes a quick recovery. Skid says, and thanks for your kindness, Eric. My good sir, my music is just a simple expression. I'm definitely no musician like Ian. Hey, maybe you don't play as many instruments as Ian. Ian plays a lot of instruments. You are every bit the musician. You are creating using your own voice. That's incredible. Not only that, you got a message. You found your message. To me, when you find your message and when you work at it, you are an artist in the highest order. None better. Abdullah says, I need to go to bed. And when will you stream again? I stream 3 times a day. 3 times a day. I'm almost a little embarrassed to say that. 5 a.m., 1 p.m., and about 5:20. I am about as regular live streamer as you could possibly get. Michael says, and the candles I was using aren't scented, which I thought was interesting. You can definitely recognize an older person's perfume. You know, there's just something about it. And you know without a doubt that it's an older person's perfume. Wonder Boy says, Yogi, the big news. What do you got? Oh, the big news is I passed my driving test. Congratulations, Runner Boy. That's awesome. Runner Boy is a licensed driver. He's going to tear up the roads of Ireland now. Michael says, not really. I just want to learn why. What do you mean, Michael? Skid says, hi, Runner Boy brother. Foreman gives a wave to Runner Boy. Tanya says, thanks, Yogi. It was good to see you. We got more congratulations. Skits is already hitting him up for a ride. Let's see. Ginger says, I just drank my favorite drink, pineapple, OJ, coconut milk. Waiting for it to kick in. What happens when it kicks in, right, Ginger? That's quite the mixture. I never would have thought of mixing it with coconut milk. Do you blend it up or do you just mix it together? Warner Boy says, just need a car now. Hey, step 1, get licensed. Step 2, get a car. Ginger says, old people stink. Perfume stinks. And I can't smell it. I can't stand the smell of it. It depends. Sometimes I catch a whiff and it reminds me of being a kid. My mom would put on cologne before she went out with my dad. Abdullah says, and the last thing, I just got to 8th grade, and the math is hard. You'll get the hang of it, my friend. You will get the hang of it. No doubt. You are a bright young man. Theme says, just have a lunch. Be right back. We'll be here. Let's see. Stuart says, slow APMG, brother. APMG. You lost me on the APMG. I'm trying to place it. Michael says, oh, you asked me if I'm scared, so I said no. Oh, gotcha. I just want to learning why. Okay, I got you. Man, I'd love to have a conversation one day. Maybe we'll do it Halloween. Share your supernatural story. I think everyone's had some brush. Mira says, how you doing, brother runner boy? Tandra's waving at Stuart, as is everyone. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. APMG is a poor man's gym. Why couldn't I figure that out? I was racking my brain. Skid says, I love Halloween so much. So, do you guys have the same Halloween that we do? Do you celebrate it the same way? Man, Mocha and my stepdaughter, favorite day of the year. They absolutely love Halloween. Ginger says if you are dehydrated, it hydrates. Then after the metabolism slows down, you actually feel better. Actually feel better. Wow. So, like I said, do you mix it in the blender? So it says, oh, you had a Griswold moment, Yogi? Man, my life is Griswold moments streamed together. I have, you know what? We could say I live in a Griswold world and I have an occasional Yogi moment. I think it's the other way around, Stuart. Skid says children go out trick-or-treating and stuff, but I just like all the spooky stuff. Gotcha. You got a favorite scary movie? Ginger says you can go with ice. Yes. Nice. I think the coconut milk must give it a nice texture to it. Michael just subbed to Stuart. We got some laughing emojis from Stuart. Same from Skits. It's funny. I see you guys laughing. I don't see anyone disagree. Oh, what's your favorite scary movie? Is a classic line. What's your favorite scary movie? That's not from. Let's see. That's not from the movie Twilight Zone, is it? I know they said you want to see something really scary. Ginger says, yes, it's quite pleasant. I might give that a try sometime. I'm going to christen it the Ginger Rogers Special. Michael says, my favorite scary movie has to be Pumpkinhead, Puppet Master, Chucky, and Leprechaun. Do you like Leprechaun because it was the first movie with Jennifer Aniston in it? How's that for knowing some trivia? How's that for a Yogi moment? Pulling that out of nowhere. Michael says, oh, that's from Scream, I think. Stuart says, my scary movie is YouTube, How People Are So Mean. You know what, Stuart? That actually touches me a bit, because I'm sorry. And you know what, I agree. It's a sad reality. I wish I could do something. I wish I could do something for you specific, because, you know, no one deserves that. And I saw some stuff happening on Love Our Toy Pups. People timing other people out without explaining themselves. We had someone do it here last week. And I get mean comments probably once a day from someone. I've been pretty lucky overall, though. I just can't imagine someone being mean to Stuart the Fish Whisperer. He literally is there to help anyone who comes in. So, yeah, that makes me sad to see that someone would come in and be mean to him. One, because he's a friend. He's a good friend. Two, he's just a giving, caring person. Ginger says, you don't crap yourself, but you can feel the cleansing. You know what? If you ever market your drink and you do a commercial, that should be the tagline. Ginger Rogers standing in front of the TV saying, "You don't crap yourself, but you can feel the cleansing," and then you hold up the you hold up the drink. You can toast someone, 2 glasses clinking. So that would sell. I would buy that. If Ginger Rogers came on my TV and said, "You don't crap yourself, but you can feel the cleansing," I'd buy a gallon of it, like right off the bat. I would rush to the internet. I would rush to Amazon and I'd put in an order. Michael says, "Yeah, that and the humor is great." You ever seen American Werewolf in London? That has great humor, and it is pretty. It's not spooky, but it's scary. You know, it's a spooky movie. I mean, like truly spooky, not the leap out and scare you. The Others, Nicole Kidman. That's a spooky movie. I think there's a difference between spooky and scary. Like Friday the 13th is scary, but for me, it's not spooky. The Exorcist, spooky and scary. Stuart says, "I've been stabbed in the back, and it's still going on yet." What's going on, Stuart? You don't need to name names, but what's going on, and is there anything we can do to help? Would love to name and shame them. Again, I can't believe someone's stabbing Stuart in the back. Literally, all he wants to do is help people. Ginger's laughing and says, you would be in the commercial. And I could hold it up as, you know, I'm not just a spokesman. I'm a customer. Ginger says he said it so perfect. Well, you know, my ultimate dream was to hopefully one day be in a colon cleansing commercial on national TV. I've never shared that with anyone before, but now you guys know. I didn't always want to be a yogi. Back in the day, back in my youthful days, when I had hopes, when I had dreams, when I had ambitions, I wanted to be a national spokesman for a cleansing drink. And now this might be my opportunity. I thought my glory days were behind me. Skid says, "Someone tried to troll Runnerboy the other day, and I couldn't help but say something. Same would go for it if ever was Stuart's chat or yours, Eric. I am protective of my friends." Good, thank you, Skits. Yeah, never feel the need like you guys gotta block anyone on my behalf. However, if they're attacking others here, ask them to go or just delete them. Me, I either ignore it or I laugh it off or I'm curious. Can you say something I haven't heard before? Can someone come in here and make a bald comment that I haven't heard in 25 years of shaving my head? Chances are, no. My favorite comment was someone coming in and saying, "You look like you look like the version of Spider-Man that was bit by a regular spider." That still makes me laugh. I'll think about that sometimes in odd moments, and it just makes me laugh. Ginger says, "Boner pills and cleansing drinks." So I hope we don't have anyone young here. Let me just say, 59 years old, why do I still giggle when I say boner? I don't know, but I do. I could say any other word and not even crack a smile. I even think that word and I start laughing out loud. Michael says, "The best way I found to overcome rude behavior is to ignore it." Excellent advice, Michael. Tanya says, "Yogi, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Go-Go Zoom Center." Thank you, Tandra. I gotta admit, I'm a little nervous. Um, Stepping outside of my comfort zone a bit. But as Eric Lapointe reminded me, you're with Goga. Is there a more gentle, kind, and considerate person on YouTube than Goga? Stuart the Fish Whisperer matches him in every way. So it's like hanging out with a friend. And you know what? I don't know if I've ever seen a troll on Goga's before. So thank you for that, Tandra. I will be on screen. Skid says, I didn't block him. I just responded to him because he was being really nasty for no reason. So I told him I believe in lifting others up, not bringing them down. Excellent message. And I share that 100%. I don't understand why Runner Boy gets trolls. No one is more meticulous in their lifting approach, more dedicated. He has a routine that he's designed. He sticks with it. He knows why he's doing it. He measures his progress. If he misses a lift, which doesn't happen often, he explains why he missed it and how he's going to correct it. Even people who've been lifting forever can learn something from Runner Boy. So we got a thumbs up from Tandra. This Sunday, I think he said at 12:45. I'll come on at 1. I think he starts at 12:45. I'll be live with Goga on his channel, his Sunday service. And the subject, well, we're going to talk a lot about yoga. We're going to talk entirely about yoga. Other stuff, we'll see. But the title of the service is going to be Self-Inquiry, or what was it? Inner peace, attaining inner peace through self-inquiry and forgiveness. Tandra says, I mentioned it on my live stream. Thank you, Tandra. As always, as I mentioned, when I bring you up, when I keep you up, I dive in and out, but I always go back and have the whole thing playing through. 1, for watch hours. 2, just to listen to the whole thing. What was that saying we came up with the other day and you wrote it down? Was it yell stranger danger and then flee? In my book, that's what I have written down. Yell stranger danger and then flee. Words to live by. That's how you deal with trolls. So the next troll that comes in, you're going to see me remind me. I'm going to yell stranger danger and then just flee the room. Skid says Runner Boy is a legend. He is a legend, and he's 23 years old. I think he said 23, 21 or 23. Imagine when he's been lifting for 20 years. Stuart says, Yogi, I have an idea for you. What is it, Stuart? Stuart says, would it be possible to give you an interview on my channel? Yes, absolutely. It's the same when Goga mentioned it. Would I be on his service? I didn't hesitate, even though it is stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm not a comfortable talker. I know it seems, for someone who isn't a comfortable talker, I talk an awful lot, and I do. I don't know why I've been able to do this. I have no idea how a year ago, more than a year ago, year and a half ago, I would not have been able to do this. But anyway, it's that same level of comfort. When Stuart said, would I be with him? Yes, because I have that same level of comfort with Stuart talking with a friend as I do with Goga. So yeah, absolutely. Tandra says, much appreciated. I'll be honest with you, Tandra. At this point, I do it as much for me as I do it for you. I love helping you. I love helping you get those watch hours, but I also love listening to you. So it's a win-win. Michael says, I've been in a community where they said was no drama, but was nothing but drama, so I left because I got tired of the BS. So it happens to us all. We just have a bigger person sometimes. I agree. I never say, come and hang out with me. It's a no drama. As soon as you say that, you're setting yourself up. Sometimes there is drama here. But we deal with it in a non-drama fashion. You know what I mean? We don't do it as in making it this huge big deal. We just continue on doing what we're doing. Several days, we've had people come in who had some serious issues. And we were able, all of us came together and just offered love. That's drama, but it's drama in the highest possible way. Michael says, sorry, I meant Ivana. Gotcha. Hey, Bodyweight Beast, how are you? Hey, it was liking the dumbbell stuff that you were doing. Bodyweight says, so the family, hope all is well today. Ginger says, do not say the word, but I heard if you say enough in one live, they will kick you out. Why he said so much? That's why he said so much. But we didn't say it that often. I mean, he wrote it, but I think after that, we didn't really say it too much, right? Chandra says, I'm getting a bit more confident now. You have a very, very soothing voice. Stuart says, I love Tandra's channel. I do too. You have a very soothing voice. You're welcoming, and it's always a great conversation. You're very natural, talking about whatever pops up. You know what I mean? That nothing's forced. Tanya says, thanks, Stuart. Bodyweight says, I'm doing well, and thanks for the compliment. I'm going to try and go live this afternoon when it cools down, and got to finish washing the other half of the house today. Gotcha. Do you know what time you might go live? Ginger says, in a random wedding, say I don't agree with this, and then flee, and go back to the food and drinks, see if anyone will remember you. Well, you can't just flee, remember? You got to yell stranger danger and then flee. I think they'd probably remember you, but I think you definitely got to throw in that stranger danger. Michael says, left a comment on one of your shorts, Stuart. Said, nice catch on what I caught short. Bodyweight says, I'm thinking about 4 p.m. Central Time. Gotcha. I will be on the lookout for you. So, I'm usually live at about 5:20, which I think you're an hour behind. If you see me live, come on by and drop the link for your live stream. We can send people over there. Okay, I keep saying I'm here for the food. My next wedding. Imagine if I do that. Imagine if I play out that whole scenario that Ginger just plotted, and it was my wedding. I actually had a beautiful outdoor wedding right on a lake. We had a very, very in tune minister, and she read from Kahlil Gibran's The Prophet, the writing on marriage. I should read that. I think I got that somewhere here. Anyway, it was outside. No one, the hour plus long wedding ceremony, no one said, "Hey, Eric, your head is getting sunburnt." Here's what I remember about the wedding. I don't remember the wedding kiss. I don't remember the words. I don't remember the toast. I don't remember any of that. I remember my damn head getting sunburned. And none of my friends, none of my family, not even my soon to be wife said, "Hey, put on a hat. Your head's getting sunburned." Don't tell Milka that I just said that. So give me 1 second. This is it. Everyone should have a copy. Perennial Wisdom, The Prophet. I believe it was written in 1924. Hey, that's exactly what happened to me, Ginger. I've always dreamed for an outdoor wedding and indoor divorce. So I am still with her after 23 years. And oddly enough, I've been with Milka 23, coming on 23 years, including a divorce. So here's the thing. If your marriage, let's skip the marriage. If your relationship can survive marriage, your significant other literally going to a war zone. Milka's in the Air Force, 23 plus years. In 2008, she was sent to Iraq. She was a Spanish linguist. Then she was retrained in Somali as a Somali linguist. I guess military logic, they both begin with an S. And then they retrained her in intelligence and sent her to Iraq. We never thought, with her being a linguist, that she would. With her being a Spanish linguist, that she would go to Iraq. But she did. And then she came back. We got a divorce. Other adventures in between. If your marriage can survive all that, or if your relationship, you know it's going to last. Anything. Hey, Maddie. How are you? Hey, Deb. Deb says, hi, Eric in chat. Deb, it's nice to see you. I still call her my wife. That's true love. So let's start with love. From Gibran, the prophet. Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. But if you love and must needs desires, let these be your desires. To melt and be like a running brook that sings its melody to the night. To know the pain of too much tenderness. To be wounded by your own understanding of love. And to bleed willingly and joyfully. To wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving. To rest at the noon hour and meditate love's ecstasy. To return home at evening tide with gratitude. And then to sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise upon your lips. Ginger says, never been married? Oh, wow. 23 years, never been married. Deb says, thanks for making me a blue wrench. Absolutely. Deb says it's worth trying once, but only once. Once for me. But hey, it's worked out. Like I said, I waited. I was 39 when I got married. I was in a long-term relationship before Milka, quite some time. Drank myself out of that relationship. I thought for sure I was going to be joining a monastery, or I mentioned before, an ashram, devote my life to contemplation. And I met Milka, ended up getting married, divorced, I would almost said back together, but we didn't really get back together because we were never apart. We just maneuvered around issues. Money says, what have you been doing? Right now I'm reading from Gibran, Khalil Gibran's The Prophet. Pick a subject, and I'll have something to say about it, pretty much. Trending says, Buddha Trending support. Oh, I'm sorry, Trending says, hey Trending, how are you? I appreciate you coming by. Tandra says, hi to Trending. Michael says, hey to Trending. Tandra says, hi to Debs. So this was read at my wedding. Beautiful words on marriage. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between shores of your souls. Fill each cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together, and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone. Even as the strings of a lute are alone, through they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not unto each other, others keeping. For only the hand of life can contain their hearts, and stand together, yet not too near together. For in the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow, not in each other's shadow. It's funny. I don't think I've read these words since I heard them at my wedding. Maybe I have. I haven't thought about it. And then I read them now and I think, so that's what happened with Milk and I. That we needed to step out of each other's shadows a bit and yet still love each other. We needed to stand apart, but not alone. Not separate from each other. And we made it. And he says, I have no school today. I finished on Wednesday. So how long of a break? Songho says, hi to Tandra. And we get a 4-day break. It's a nice long break. What are you going to do with those 4 days? So what do you think? Pick another subject. Ginger says, we have never cheated or lost a house. We stayed patient with financial issues and lived with it till it bloomed. Through kids, family, she would dream about a castle. I would dream no debt. And here we are. Nice. Man, way to build a life together. Way to navigate through life together. That's the way to do it, Ginger. Deb says, everyone still needs alone time, even with a significant other, after you've been happy alone for long enough. I agree. Also, I think the important thing is to cultivate your own sense of happiness independent of other people. It was Pascal. He said, all a man's troubles stem from his inability to sit alone in a room by himself. And we see that more than ever now. We have to constantly be entertained or intrigued or something. We can't just sit still. Go out in nature, go to a park and see how many people are actively engaged with nature. How many have their heads down, headphones in, looking at their phone, or it's okay to have a conversation, but if you're missing the entirety of nature because you're lost in the conversation of another, sometimes taking a walk with a friend and talking is just what we need. But sometimes it's a distraction. Deb says, two halves still make a whole, two wholes do. Man, that was beautiful. Nice. Deb says, hey to Maddie. Ginger says, we made a promise. If one passes, we would not replace or find anyone else. It's a big promise. I was very fortunate to see a wonderful example set by my parents. Let me see if I can find this line real quick. This is one of my all-time favorite lines in literature. So I'm going to read Friends. Deb says, what a great story of hanging in there. It is, isn't it? This is on friendship. And it closes with the most beautiful ending line, I think, in literature. Sorry, guys. I'm getting lost in the words already. And let your best be for your friend. If he must know the ebb of your tide, let him know it floods also. For what is your friend that should seek him with hours to kill? Seek him always with hours to live. For it is his to fill your need, but not your emptiness. And in the sweetness of friendship, let there be laughter and sharing of pleasures. For in the dew of little things, the heart finds its morning and is refreshed. Those two lines kills me every time. And in the sweetness of friendship, let there be laughter and sharing of pleasures. For in the dew of little things, the heart finds its morning and is refreshed. Man, absolutely awesome. So, Debs, how have you been? I just got a notification that our friend, My Food Addiction, Sheena, she is up doing a live. We're going to tune in with her in just a little bit. Just a minute or two. I'm going to end the live stream. Check in with our friends. Ginger says, so that's why we don't do marriage. It would let us down. I would almost say we would get married on financial gain, but we would not change the love for each other. The cup is overfilled. Nice. Nicely said, too. I would get married to Mocha again if she got down on one knee and proposed to me. I would get married again. For those who have been hanging out with me for a while, I would get married to Mocha again if she promised to high-five me instead of a traditional marriage kiss. For those who know Mocha, she's never high-fived anyone. She certainly never high-fived me, and I've been trying for almost 23 years. When I finished my first 100-mile race, and the finish line was up a small mountain. We had to run from a river up a mountain. The race director was there, hands you a belt buckle. When you finish a 100-mile ultra, you get a belt buckle. The race director wanted to hand me the buckle. My dream, when I started ultra running, I knew I was going to run 100 miles. I was going to get that buckle. But I went right by the race director and my prized buckle, right up to the love of my life. And I put my hand out and I thought, I just ran 100 miles. I just finished the race going up a mountain. I've been on my feet for almost 29 hours. I am sure to get a high five from the love of my life. She looked at me and said, "Good job. I'll meet you at the car." What can you do? It was love at first sight. Deb says, been a little down, bored lately. Took a trip to Buffalo, Indian Res yesterday. Had cabin fever. Feel better today. I'm glad you feel better today. So that would be the Mohawk Reservation. I drove up there in it might have been 1990, it might have been 1991. There was some kind of political violence going on the reservation, and a friend of mine who was in school for photojournalism wanted to go up and try to capture it, so I went up there with him. Can you say no stranger danger and then flee? That would make the perfect wedding for me. I don't think I could love anything more than if that happened. Deb says, got to be happy for each other. It goes both ways. Absolutely. And always have been. Ginny says, yes, for sure. Deb says, a 94-year-old once said, you can't get a soda out of an empty soda machine. If you've never been loved correctly, you know not how. Wise words. The wisdom of our elders. Not all of them. Unfortunately, not all of them. Living long doesn't necessarily always mean that you've lived wisely. Some people continuously make the same mistake. If you haven't learned at age whatever, 70, 80, 90, 100, if you haven't learned the secret of letting go, I don't know. I don't know what's going to help you. I got a fruit fly flying around. Virginia says, I've said, don't pick a pile of dog crap. Excellent advice. And I'm glad that you imparted it to me, because now I know. How did I go through 59 years without anyone giving me that advice before? All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up for the afternoon. I'll be back 5-ish. If you guys are around and want to hang out. If not, I understand. As mentioned, I believe that our friend, actually a couple friends, our friend Michael Burkeen has a video up, just put out 45 minutes ago. He did an estate sale, bought some stuff, and he's trying to see if any spirits were connected to the stuff that he bought. Our friend Mir's up, he's live. And my food addiction. is live. So, guys, hopefully I'll see you over there, right? If you want, come on by. Junior says you will never know if it's fresh. This is true. Hey, Eric Lapointe is live. Tractor ride and chat. So, guys, maybe I will see you at one or the other. All right? I'm going to go. I'll be back. I will see everyone later. Take care, guys.